Hey everybody, it's Havoc back with Kill Stealers. I noticed when I was going through starting on World of Tanks that I didn't really have a setup for my keypad. As you can see on the right side, I run the Razer Tartarus V2, and I just want the basic setups for my key bindings. So doing a brief tutorial here on some of the things that you can do, or that I do, that you might be interested in. So we can go through and set this up. So probably going to take a couple minutes to get through this, but let's see what we can do here. So I've got my Tartar set up on this side, and of course I've got my game open so I can see my bindings here. Let's go to settings. Let's go over here to controls. Okay, so just the basics. Let's see, I have W, S, A, and D. That's pre-set up on this thing. Handbrake is going to be the space bar. I like setting up C as my space bar here. So I'm going to right click, keyboard function, space. Save that one. Forward, back, stop, and fire. This should already be set up on these. Yep, that's a good key. Number 10, number 15 is for back, which makes no sense. You think F for forward, R for reverse, or back, but hey, whatever you guys want to do. Firing is left. Auto aim is right. Disable auto aim is E. Switch reticle mode. Switch reticle mode. Oh, I don't need to worry about that. Trajectory view is a G. So that is what allows you to enter sniper mode. So you can pull in and out of sniper mode, or your last known zoom mode. So we're going to set up, I like using button 9 for G. So keyboard function G. Save that one. So we're good there. Come back over here. Excuse me. Hide battle interface. I don't know if a lot of you know this. You hit the V key, it basically takes everything off the screen. Your mini map, players' names, everything comes off the screen. You're just looking at the screen, which is good for screenshots. Display command menu is Z. I do want to use that one. So let's set the scroll up window. That is not the right one, it's this one, sorry. So let's set scroll up as a keyboard function, and we're going to set it as Z. Save that one. Progress of personal missions is in. Consumables. This is, whatever you guys set up. I always have it set up as 1 is my repair kit, 2 is my medic, and 3 is my fire extinguishers. But if you look, it's 1, 2, and 3. It's already set up. And then 4 and 5, this is for your tracks, and this is for your medics, your drivers. So no reason to touch any of those. Messages. This is just as easy to leave on your main keyboard. Most of your messages, you're not going to be doing anything except for requesting fire type follow me is your T key. This is any time that you have people lit up on the map, or you put your reticle over top of them, you can press the T key and it lights them up and draws your team's attention to them. So T key, that is Q. Let me make sure there's nothing here for Q. Q is push to talk. I use TeamSpeak, so I'm okay with not having that. So let's change this to keyboard function T and save. Camera, up, down, as your left arrow keys, push to talk, mini map, zoom in, zoom out. That is your plus and minus. I like myself, I just leave the mini map up where it's at, as big as possible. I play on a 32-inch monitor, so it doesn't really affect my gameplay. Over here, you could easily use the mouse wheel for zooming in and out, or you could use the joystick. Totally up to you. I just prefer to leave mine set. That way I'm not playing with something else during the game. And that way everything is just set up. So that is what I use for these. It's, like I said, pretty simple. It's a very easy setup. I don't think you need to change anything but these 3 keys here. The rest of the keys, like I said, they're already set up for you. There's R, there's F, which is your reverse and your forward, which I still think is strange. You know, here's your movements backwards and forwards. Here's your X, which is your lock haul switch mode. Z, which I don't think I've seen an actual Z in here, did we? Oh look, display command menu. Oh, that's right, we switched it over here to the wheel. Shift, tab, so you can tab and see what people are looking at. There's your Alt, so you can get your information about your team, armors, what kind of tanks, stuff like that. So that's all. I mean, everything is pretty much set up on the Razer Tartarus that you would need, except I feel these 3 buttons. Personal preference for me is the Z on the scroll wheel. Just something I like doing. Down on my actual joystick here, I like making this cycle up for my key maps, because as you can see I have 2 games, so I just push this one and it takes me through these 2 key maps, and that way if I want to change games I don't have to go in here and set everything up. I just hit the button one time and it switches. Sorry about that, had a phone call come in. So that is where I'm at. Like I said, you can leave this one here if you're more familiar with it and make this your mini map. Scroll up and down, scroll in and out. Totally up to you. Like I said, this is just simple setup for keybinds for the Razer Tartarus V2. Next video I'm going to go through and show you guys the Black Ops 4, which as you can see is not much at all. Okay, oh, one thing I did forget to mention, and one thing you can do, I like to come down here and instead of setting this up here, use a macro. I have this set up as repair. Okay, so what this does is I have actually created a macro which is 4 and then 5, which is of course repair, 5 is tracks. You constantly get tracked in this game, and it's good to have something you can push one button and you're not trying to hit 4 then 5 on your keyboard, on your keypad. This does everything for you. So I do have that set up. So I apologize. If you decide that's something you want to do, that's a good spot for it. It's down, it's off to the side of the keypad, and it just helps you to, you know, set any kind of macro you want. If it's repair your team, any other repairs, tracks, gunners, aiming, whatever you want to do, you can set up a macro, and it's pretty easy to do. And if you'd like to see how macros get set up on these, you know, put a comment in the box below and I will gladly put out another video for it. Alright guys, this is Havoc signing off from Kill Stealers Clan and World of Tanks. I hope this video has helped you out. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them down below. I'd appreciate a thumbs up on it, and I will see you guys in the next video.